Hello, it's Tuesday. Do you know what that means? It's drawing time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Time to draw. Time to draw some more line decker, I'm guessing.
Yeah, time to keep this train a rolling.
While we
Get a
are
little bit
still
further on this.
just setting up, though, Sasha, you mind sharing your screen with me?
Happy to get that get that going for you.
Thank you very much.
And there's a couple of things to do. Now with the sketch, I've gotten uh, a fair amount of the blocking in. But there's still some details that are a little bit off. So I'll be fixing that like straight up right now.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Grab a different color, kind of sketch in where that is.
Yeah, what are you hoping to wrangle here, detail-wise?
Yeah. Today I figured I would uh like block in some of the color and like get some like I particularly like the face and the hands and some of the fabric details uh a little bit more faithfully.
Oh, for
um
sure.
First I gotta move at that head because it's completely in the wrong spot.
Yeah, we're a bit off there, aren't we?
Hmm. Just a touch.
It's not too bad within the, like, grand scheme of things, though.
Hmm.
So when you're talking about like color information and stuff, are we going to get into some rendering, you think, or maybe more just kind of blocking in like values and colors and stuff like that?
um I hmm I don't know. We'll definitely get to blocking in. We'll see if we get as far as color, as like rendering, I mean.
Mm-hmm. It's
Just gonna
been so long since I've seen someone actually like do rendering in Photoshop. I'm excited. I'm excited for when that day comes. Get to relive the old days.
Okay, yeah, not too far off. I just need to nudge the head over like an inch.
Mm. It's one of those things where it's not like killing the combo. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah. But it is like the placement of the head does change where the spears are behind her.
That's
Um,
true. It also gives her a
because
slightly different posture. There's something a bit more relaxed when there's sort of a larger distance that shoulder has. You know.
hmm
Well, line decker aside, how you doing tonight, Sasha?
I'm doing good. I'm I slept in a bit, and I got some groceries, and it's been a chill day. Um,
Oh yeah.
just taking it easy. How about you?
Would you say slow and easy?
I I would, yeah.
Why, yeah, yeah. I would say I'm also taking it slow and easy as well. Um, a similarly late start. Um, Not so much grocery shopping, but just kind of laying in bed. You know, this is sort of our day off before we jump back into work tomorrow, and
Mhm.
I'm savoring it. Yeah, it's nice.
Mhm.
I'm still so enamored with your dedication to Whitesnake. It's just it's got me, man. I never heard Slide It In.
Did something bad.
What have you done? Now I hear loud music.
Holy shit. Why would it do this? Okay. Are you still there?
I'm still here, and it seems there is no longer a very piercing flute.
You can hear that from there, huh?
Was that coming through your cans?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
I my I don't know what happened. My computer just decided to switch like audio sources or something and made everything extremely fucking loud.
That is awful. I am so sorry. Is
Thanks.
You have to check out OBS. Is OBS okay?
OBS is okay. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Sweet baby boy OBS. Okay. Again, you know, you gotta limber up sometimes. Get up in front of the microphone. Mostly, I tend to keep those noises off microphone, but sometimes, boy howdy, you feel it coming out of you. You feel that stress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta let it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for you. It's good for the body. It's good for the soul.
Yeah.
And
Might
ultimately,
be,
what's good for the body and the soul is good for radio.
it might be good for parts of your body. I don't know how good it is for your vocal cords, which, at least for me, at this current moment, given our current, well, the thing we're currently doing, might in fact be the most valuable part of my body. The part that is in fact, you know, necessary to perform. So I suppose I don't disagree, but I kind of disagree. You know, gently and with respect.
How dare you?
So I'm watching your stream two ways, right? I got you on screen share in Discord, and I'm also watching it on the actual Twitch page, and I'm getting ads. I have not seen like internet ads for a long time,
Oh yeah.
and now it's trying to get me, I think, to buy a dog and to go on a cruise and to eat chocolate.
Oh, getting all the greats right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing, you know, it's trying to zero in on me. It's starting broad, right? Starting with
Yeah.
sort of consensus opinions. Yeah, it's only gonna be a matter of time before it starts going like, well, do you want this 1176 compressor plugin? This one makes your dick significantly larger. This 1176 compressor from fucking Salt Shaker Audio will make your dick 12 times bigger and make your mixes sound good.
And when that day comes, oh, your poor bank account.
Yeah, poor bank account. They're gonna fucking have licensed bunch of Muka prints for all the you know, UI stuff, and I'm gonna be like, man,
Oh shit.
fuck. Guess I need this 1176 compressor plugin now. I'm trying to think of how many of those I have. I guess it's not that many, but there are so many out there. I have 2, I believe. the 1176, a notable compressor, an important one,
Hmm.
especially in the sort of canon of the rock and the roll music. Jimmy Page famously used two 1176s set to basically be preamps to amplify his guitar signal on the track Black Dog.
Oh shit.
This is not the main use of the 1176. The main use is as a compressor,
Mm-hmm.
usually used on drums or aggressive vocals. It's a very fast compressor, and so you can really bring out a lot of aggression in things.
Mm. So
So,
they would end up selling you a compressor you already have.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the difference would be this one would make my dick significantly larger, so
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah,
that's kind of, and I mean that is a key difference.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jimmy Page had to use two to make his dick bigger. You know what I'm saying? So.
Gender affirming compressors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
You ever like okay, I've seen a lot of artists who like actually use the side buttons on like, you know, their tablet.
Hmm.
I've never in my life used those. Do you?
I used to have them mapped to stuff. I I used to, except my tablet is very, 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 very old, and I don't trust those buttons anymore.
Hmm.
But I there was a time where I was clicking away and like using the like touch strips and everything.
Yeah, did you have like the touch strips mapped to like size or whatever?
Yeah, to like zooming in and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, it never clicked for me. I think it's because I, you know, was just used to the keystrokes on
Hmm.
like on the actual keyboard and stuff. I never could like migrate that over. Meant that I'm already a very hunchy fellow when I draw,
Hmm.
and it just compounded things because I would have to like double hunch and be like hunched over the tablet, and then I'd have to have my claw up above it, you know, on the keyboard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't mastered good posture with drawing. I don't think I ever will.
It's gonna catch up with us at some point, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay, to be fair, it already has started to a little bit for me. Like, if I do a full day of drawing, like, I do feel it in my back at the end.
Mm.
All right, Sasha, I posit to you that you have now corrected quite a lot with the aid of the actual painting.
Yeah.
It's time to take away the training wheels,
Mm-hmm.
get to the real shit.
Yeah. I gotta pull up my copy of this thing.
Hmm.
Oh, don't look at my files.
I can't see your files.
Where are you? Okay. Color time. Well, specifically, let's get into this face.
Hmm. So what are we doing here? We're gonna get the planes going. We gonna we gonna kind of map the structure a bit. We just gonna go for kind of general local color type thing. What's the strat?
Um, we gotta we gotta do some shapes.
Okay.
We gotta do some drawing
Mhm.
on this face. And first, that means
Oh, we're getting in there. Okay.
taking this down, almost completely gone. Because the sketch is okay, but it's not right.
Mm.
Okay. I like that she's got a little square chin.
Yeah. It's a good look for her.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if Linedecker had a model for this lady.
I mean, probably he had a lot of models, right?
That's true. Yeah, starting with chin. I like it.
Yeah. Start with chin. Move up.
Start with chin, become cheek.
Mm-hmm. It's a very straight on uh shot of
Mm-hmm.
this lady. Not much turning.
Very little yaw to that head.
Mm-hmm. All this.
And mugging the
And,
camera, of course.
mm-hmm.
That's like such a fucking like powerful thing. Like a face is already like such high weight compositionally, and then if you have that face like directly looking at the camera, it's just like highest power weight, you know.
Yeah. And then the nose is also very low. Nose and mouth are really close together.
What do you think her face says? Like, what do you think her expression says?
Um, she's like there's like something about it that's looking past you,
Hmm.
I think.
Yeah. Sort of
Greater.
assembled masses vying for her favor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Various knights in her court going like, I wanna go be the guy. And she's like, nah, I'm talking to this bitch right now. Tell me more of this 1176 compressor. What makes your dick bigger?
I will listen for now.
Ah, but Jimmy Page needed two, did he not? Yet you promised me with just one. You must tell me, does it alias? What oversampling options are there?
Who do you think if you brought anybody from the past, um, uh, Bill and Ted style into the future, who would like get the most out of like modern music?
Damn, that's a good question. Uh, you know, I'm guessing really the people who would have the best time are like modernist composers.
Hmm.
I think they would get a kick out of Hans Zimmer just kind of throwing all of the sounds in there
Hmm.
and making these kind of big sort of textural pieces. Because I think if you get like Debussy up in here, he's just gonna be like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Where are the fucking melodies? What are you doing?
Like I fucking I how dare you do this to me? Says Claude Debussy. How dare you do this to me? Griffin McElroy talks over me at his Car Boys show? How dare you? I don't know. Maybe Debussy would like jazz, though.
Hmm. Maybe.
I like the idea of Debussy sitting down, listening to Infant Eyes or something like that.
Hmm.
You think Satie would have a good time?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Um, I think, uh, I think he would be enraptured by like extremely slow music.
Hmm. You
Um,
think Satie would be getting into like some ambient shit?
mm-hmm.
You ever get into ambient music yourself?
Um, Occasionally, YouTube will dump me there. If I listen to it long enough. Um, Especially given my track record with putting on you know copyright free lo-fi for these streams.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, big brain move. You could have a whole separate YouTube account just for your stream music stuff.
Oh yeah.
That way you can get kind of you could take advantage of the YouTube algorithm, have it actually be uninterruptedly offering you royalty free streaming music.
That would be very useful.
I like that Debussy is becoming like a character. Like I can almost hear him in my mind. He sounds a lot like Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You must play the piano.
Can I get that one more time, Sasha?
You must play the piano.
All right. All right. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, all right. Uh-huh.
I've what?
I just feel like there's not very much commitment in there.
No, you don't think I'm committing to this bit?
I'm kind of getting a sense that maybe there's a little bit more left on the bone, a little bit more meat in there.
Mm. Mm. Well, how about you show me how it's done?
Now, see, I know my range as a character actor. I really think this is all you, you know? We're getting a little, those eyes are getting a little close together.
You think so?
Feeling a little narrow there.
They're a little big is the thing. there's a little space between. This nose kind of broadens out up there.
Yeah, she's got that sort of Greek thing going where, the glabella region is overall pretty shallow, it looks like, and wide.
Glabella, is that what that's called?
Yeah, the sort of zone where nose goes into brow. I believe that's your glabella. I'll double check, though. Don't want to be spreading misinformation. Yeah.
Amazing. Thing is that
You what now?
the thing is, see, is that her hair comes down really close to her eye here. So
We looking at a tangent?
I am looking at a tangent, yeah.
Oh, we might be looking at a tangent.
Gotta be looking
That's
at
what'll get you.
You think it's wrong to be looking at tangents?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if you got a tangent, then we gotta look at the tangent. Won't do to ignore the tangent.
No.
She's looking very elfin in your drawing here.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You sounded so disappointed. Oh, man. I fucking hate those guys.
Oh, it's just I don't know that I got this down. I think I'm still missing it. Some things here, I'm not totally sure what those things are.
I'll pull this picture up so I can be looking at it in high resolution. I can actually see that face. Okay, there we go. Hello, lady. Damn, look at that hair though in the original. That's fucking dope as hell. Do you have a favorite art quote?
Um, I get a fair amount of mileage out of art is never finished, only abandoned.
Hmm.
But I'm sure there are better quotes than that. Why do you?
Um, my God. Think about art quotes. I was thinking about an art quote. I was thinking about the old what is it? It's not Bridgman, it's Loomis, I think, who's adamant against line petting. Don't pet your line, he says firmly.
Hmm. Line petting. That's funny.
Yeah, an art teacher once who accused me of like my lines being like sword slashes, and the thing that would happen is I would always sort of run over the like I'd be drawing a line that was supposed to be like smaller than how I actually drew it like every time, so I would always overshoot, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and my teacher pointed out to me as it was a thing. I was like, I would always erase it. Um, and he was like, "No, I know you could just do it. You could just fix it. Just don't draw it too long." And I sat there and I like tried, and it just like didn't work. And to this day, I still always overshoot a little bit,
Hmm.
except when I'm drawing in pen, and I know, and I. But if I'm drawing fast, I always overshoot. Always.
Huh.
If I'm doing like very slow, like deliberate line work where I'm like, okay, I'm going to actually track this the whole way through and be paying like scrutinous close attention to sort of every moment along the way, then yeah, of course I don't overshoot. But like if I'm drawing fast and I'm just like, I need to get that angle in real quick. I need to, and I know it's there. I'll just kind of overshoot and cut past it.
Huh. So you'll have like little stray lines at the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At like corners and things.
Hmm. That doesn't seem like the worst thing. Honestly, as long as you get the line that you wanted out of it,
Yeah.
just gotta erase it.
In the scheme of things, not a big deal, but I was kind of that dude's like project for a bit, you know.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It was, you know, like it's an art class with some students who really like they were just starting from square one, you know.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know, I've been drawing for like a long time before then, and like had a kind of had a leg up. So I think that teacher was like, this kid needs to, I'm gonna make this kid into a star.
For a long time, I'm not sure if this is still true, but I suspect it is. Um, my greatest tendency was that my drawings would lean slightly up and to the right.
Oh sure, yeah. There's I'm seeing a little bit of that here with the eyes.
Mm.
Nothing egregious though.
Mm.
Do you like line drawing?
I do. Um, I like uh, I like it when I've drawn it enough to know where I want all the lines to be,
Hmm.
and I just go in and get them. You know.
For sure. Yeah.
Not that I have the steadiest hand on the planet, but I do like it.
You and I have looked at Franklin Booth a few times, but I don't think we've ever like zoomed in and scrutinized each line together. Franklin Booth is
Mm.
is an ink artist for you folks at home. I highly recommend looking him up. And he has a bazillion fucking lines. He's doing that thing where he's shading with ink, and he's doing it all in these long, extremely densely packed, very evenly spaced sets of lines. But if you look at each individual line, they are kind of jittery. Like they're kind of a little shaky. You can tell that each one is like that kind of deliberate,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to him just going like blap 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 blap. He's really like pulling each one of them very deliberately.
Huh.
So what I derive from that is the solution to some amount of shakiness in line work is to just have way too many fucking lines. Because you do not notice that in those drawings.
Mm. It's also to work big and print small.
Right, yeah.
The way the comics folks do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an alright face.
Yeah, it's looking better.
I was looking back and forth at it,
Mm-hmm.
spotting the differences.
I think drawing faces is like one of those things where it's impossible to like remove your own kind of idea from it, even when you're doing a copy. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's always some little shade of you in there, always.
Yeah.
Or some shade of like an ideal. Like when I think about line decker, right?
Mm-hmm.
and Charles Beach, and how many of how many times he fucking drew that guy. It seems like when there are other fellows involved, there's a bit of Charles Beach in them, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Beachishness, if you will.
Beachitudinality.
Mm-hmm.
Beachosity.
What do you think of noses? Tell me,
I like,
tell me of your thoughts on noses, please.
yeah, I didn't understand them for a long time, um, and then I I saw some comics artists draw them, like it was like a particular shorthand for them, that kind of gave them like a a snoutishness to them, like a
Mm.
dog's nose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
um and I found that really appealing for a while. um like uh the nose would have like whenever someone puts like two lines across the bridge of the nose. um
Oh yeah.
um and then I did some studying, and I was like, oh, I understand the nose. It's a bunch of shapes put together. um
Classic
and
art school moment right there.
mhm. um
Oh, it's just a bunch of shit.
mhm. This lady's nose is not very bumpy. Kind of goes straight down in like a V. It's like a little point.
It's kind of funny looking at this face. You know, the values are so compressed.
Mhm.
It's really there isn't a huge amount of variation. The highlights aren't that much brighter than the midtones, you know.
Mhm.
So like information like the depth of the nose kind of flattens out.
Yeah.
It's sort of a difficult angle for a face as well. I mean, I know it's like dead on, but it's also not quite. She's not tucking in or anything. There is that slight like you're looking up a little bit at it. You're
Mhm.
seeing that underside of her chin a little, um, and a lot of like under her brows.
Mhm.
It's kind of deceptive, you know.
Yeah. This comes down just a little bit more. You ever use like markers or like colored pencil?
Colored pencil a little bit, but not really markers.
Hmm.
I was like a was very conservative in my like medium choices and stuff like that. I was like, I wanted to, I did everything in either, graphite, uh, ink, and sometimes colored pencil. That was like it. I had to do painting for school and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I got out of that as soon as possible.
Mm. Not a fan.
It's just oil painting is such a fucking hassle.
Hmm.
Um, you have to have all of this junk, and you have to set up your easel, and you have to do all this stuff, and it's like I'm not that invested in like the textural qualities of it and or anything like that. I really prefer things that look smooth, I guess.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It's not that you can't make oil painting look smooth, but I like ink wash a lot, or even watercolor. More interesting to me, you know.
Yeah.
But did very little watercolor. Yeah, for like art school type stuff, it was all as much as I could get away with it. It was graphite and it was ink.
Mm.
There's such a like fetishization of materials in the fine art world. It drives me kind of crazy.
Mm.
Like all this like like endless scrutiny of like, well, what manner of paints is this? It's sort of like an art historical angle almost that some people adopt, and like they
Mm.
can't fucking draw. It's like all this mental effort spent thinking about their palette and what kind of solvents and all this stuff, and it's like you can't, like all of that just like goes to waste because you can't fucking draw, you know?
Oh, oh no. Yeah. The picture isn't there, so it doesn't really matter what it's made of.
Yeah. Getting some handwork in, I see.
Mm-hmm. I think it's too far out.
Conversely, it might be that the center line of the face needs to shift over. Who's to say, though?
Hmm.
See, that seems decidedly too narrow to me.
You think so?
Yeah, that makes her, like, looking at the original, her face, just the real estate is wider.
Hmm.
I don't know. Check it though.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, if anything, I've drawn her face too narrow.
I really think it's just, yeah, you see that the corners, so the mouth is further up, the nose is further up, and that's going to help give that feeling of slightly looking up at her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they're also wider to the left.
Yeah.
So the center line shifts over, but the corners of the right corner of the mouth is sort of in the right position horizontally. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to scooch the nose and mouth up a bit.
Yeah, they need to move up. Oops. Wrong layer.
Like, can I get one where it's like as far up as you could take it?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There she is. There's the likeness.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might still need to go up a bit. Just a little bit.
Little bit.
Just a small little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, really? Oops. Yeah, okay. That chin is a little bit big. I thought as much. It's not too much, but it's like back here-ish.
Hmm. I think delineating that core shadow at the bottom of her chin from, that bit of like under her chin, that under neck zone, I think will go a long way here.
Mm. Clean this up just a touch because it is a mess down here.
Hmm. Ooh, getting that contour is helping this so much.
Mm.
Tell me about your art school experience.
Sure. What was it like? It was,
First of all, where did you go?
oh, I went to, Otis College of Art and Design,
Mm-hmm.
in Los Angeles. And, I I went for digital media. I went specifically for comics. Um, it did not have a prestigious comics like program.
Mm.
Um, the place that did uh, that I had on my mind was Savannah College of Art and Design, but that meant moving to Georgia, and I was afraid of being that far from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not end up going. Um, but one of the things that I did in art school was in the first year of the foundation year, you get all your foundations, right? You do some life drawing, some figure drawing, some you mess around with like materials and paint and a little bit of digital,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that you have like a competent hand at any given thing, um, and that if you need to be introduced to something, you can be,
Right.
um, and um, at at this point, I had been drawing in Photoshop for like a number of years, so I didn't need a whole lot of help there.
Hmm.
Um, but I had never really done figure drawing before, not from life, um, and um, I took to it okay. My second year, I ended up like yeah, I think it was just my second year. I ended up TAing for a figure drawing teacher, um, Chris Warner, um, who I took the first year, um, alongside doing digital media, doing um, uh, the first year of digital media was like a kind of the same as foundation, but for digital stuff. So I was taking like 3D. I was taking like a concept art class. I was taking like a motion graphics class, and like I made a student film that was terrible. Um, it had a chase scene that was just like the m- most like egregious thing that has ever been put to film. It just
Egregious
took
in what
forever.
way? Oh, I see. Egregiously long.
Yeah. Um, was not is not my medium. And that is okay. This is
Yeah, there are worse things than not being a filmmaker.
um, I in college I made some friends in college, and they were all nerds, surprising no one. Um,
But were they dweebs?
yes,
Nerds and dweebs? Were they
nerds
both
and
nerds
dweebs.
and dweebs simultaneously, or were they a mix of nerds and dweebs?
Um, I don't know how to be a nerd without also being a dweeb.
Hmm.
I don't how does that work?
I think being a dweeb is separate from being a nerd. I. Maybe it's true. Maybe all nerds are dweebs, but not all dweebs are nerds, or maybe vice versa.
Hmm.
We'll leave the ontological profundity of this question for later. Please continue.
So, like I said, it wasn't really a school for comics. But there was a professor there who did like specialize in comics, and um, I did a couple of little like 10-page zines, um, for my the final of that class. I took that a couple of times. Um, and the point of it was to make a mini comic that was like 10 or 12 pages most,
Mm-hmm.
um, which over the course of a semester with a bunch of other stuff going on is like the right amount, um, to get that like to get those pages good and that story good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
um, and I I liked that professor a lot, and I liked my classmates a lot, and I ended up making forming a club with those classmates,
Oh, cool.
that we called Funny Comics Everybody Club, um, and it was weird because it was like we would just meet. Like I did it officially. It was an official school club, and so we got like an absolute pittance of like money.
But you had a budget?
Yeah.
Damn.
Um And the greatest part of it was that despite it being like four people at its biggest, um, whenever it met up, and it was just like me bringing my comics to school so that people could look at them. Um, but at the end of the year, um, we were um, we were invited to like um, this official school function thing, and I have somewhere like a little certificate that I went up and got, like this like little official thing for running this club, that like again at its peak maybe five people engaged in, and who I knew everybody within, um, and it was so funny to be like there with a bunch of other like uh much more official feeling people there and being like, yeah, it's funny comics everybody club guys, absolutely.
Wait, oh, I need to know what you spent your budget on.
I think it was just getting refunded for like pizza or something like that.
Oh, okay, for sure. Oh, damn, I forgot about pizza. Fuck.
That is a food, yeah.
Yeah, damn, though.
Are you feeling it? Is that
Oh,
like
yeah, no, I just like, it hit me like a thunderbolt, man. We get done with this. It's time.
it's time for pizza, yeah, hell yeah.
Do you have a favorite pizza place? Pizza location? Pizza purveyor?
uh yeah, I do. I like in Los Angeles, North End Pizzeria. Um and this is not an ad, this is not a sponsorship. I
Yet.
just like them. Um
Mm-hmm.
they will put they will put fancy stuff on the pizza if you ask them to, and I like that.
Like, what kind of fancy stuff? What we talk about?
Like goat cheese or like prosciutto
Oh,
or
all
like
right.
eggplant.
Eggplant. Okay, now you lost me a little bit with that last one, but I can respect fancy cheeses on a pizza, sure. But who is buying eggplant on their pizza? I need to know them.
You do. You're talking to them on the phone right now.
Sasha, what have you done? It's the least of your food crimes. I'll allow it.
hmm
North End Pizza.
hmm
So, are there fancy toppings? It like the defining feature?
Uh, yeah. I mean, the pizza itself is like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not I like uh I like a little sponge to my pizza. I like a little I like that deep dish experience.
Hmm.
Um,
Have you ever actually had deep dish?
yeah, it's good.
I don't think I've ever actually had it. Where would you find such a pizza in Los Angeles?
Um, oh, I don't know. I don't remember where I had it. Is the problem.
Just have the memory of deep dish.
hmm
No surrounding details, so consumed you were by the sauce. The boat of sauce that it is.
hmm But you're a thin crust man.
I'm thin crust. Yes, I am a thin crust man. There's a also hashtag not sponsored content.
Uh-huh.
A pizzeria in it's in San Jose. I'm trying to remember what part. called Cicero's Pizza. They are a thin crust thing, and that was like the first pizza I had that had like real. I was allergic to a ton of stuff as a kid, and so like pizza was not really a food for me. What with the cheese and my lactose intolerance, so once I started sort of growing out of those allergies, I started being able to eat more food, and that was one of the first places that's probably the first pizza I ever had.
Oh wow,
So
okay.
that's etched into me.
Yeah. Understandably.
I'm of Indian descent, and so I tend to like spicy things. But I find with pizza that there's always this like tap dance you gotta do, and like I feel like no one's really got it right, like the amount of spice and quality of spice that is required on a pizza. So back in the day, we used to get like like a jalapeno kind of style pizza from Cicero's and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I always felt like it was like it like overwhelmed stuff. You stop being able to taste all the other good stuff on there, and it was just like jalapeno. And like I like the spice, but it didn't like sit with the whole thing. So these days, what I wind up doing is I just dump a whole shitload of the pepper on there, the red pepper flakes they give you.
Yeah, that gives you the heat you need.
It gives me close to the heat I need. I want a bit more. I want a bit more of a slap than those little red pepper flakes give. But the thing I like about it is it does generally maintain like the flavors that are there.
Yeah, that's important.
I'm sorry, Sasha. The stream's about pizza now. When are we done? I want pizza.
Let me finish up these rings, and then we can hop off.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. So, quite soon, you say?
Quite soon, I say.
Uh-huh.
Assuming I can draw lines consecutively, which is not a guarantee. Yeah, that's terrible. Let me try that again.
The fucking old enemy tracking arcs.
Okay, I think that sort of face hand area is acceptable. It's acceptable to me.
Okay, way
today.
better. Oh, I got one request. I got one small request.
What's up?
The left eyebrow is jutting inward now because you have moved the sort of center line of the face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just I need it. I need it to scooch over.
There-ish. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's save that. Yeah, this is another Art Tuesday. I hope that if you can get pizza, that you do.
Amen, brother. Amen.